Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the playthrough of the World War II in the Pacific multiplayer game. Progressing into late October, we are on the precipice of a very monumentous invasion. Alright, so so first we research basic computers. The first step into eventually developing Civilization 4 a few decades down the road. Okay, nice. Enables radar, laboratory. I think I might want to make this in Tokyo, our science city. Security bureau. Probably don't see myself making many of these. Okay, but of course, as I detailed in my last plan. Oh, we finally made Westport. Awesome. As I detailed in my last video, the plan, of course, is to be teching towards commerce rating in order to unlock the synthetic oil plant as fast as possible. To provide one oil so we do not need to secure it from elsewhere. So we're teching cryptography next. Then advanced sonar tracking. So cryptography has an intercept station. This looks like a not bad building. I might want to make a few of these. I don't know, just around. Required a train spy. Advanced sonar tracking unlocks the next destroyer. That's a fast movement. Okay, so it gains 2 movement and 2 strength. And, well, it's almost 100 more hammers. I don't know if that's worth it. Anyways, well, yes, commerce rating is the end goal. So it's not too far away, hopefully. So 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns. And then, of course, I have to build it. 720 production. But we're teching there as fast as we pretty much can. Alright, so let's look at the event log and see what we missed out on early October. Yeah, okay, so we lost the island of Borneo. That is, news. Isn't it? Okay, so they bombed us here. Okay, so let me go through. Let me find it. Blah, blah, blah. Early October. I'm trying to go through all of these things so we don't miss out on anything. Alright, so they were attacking me a bit here. Ouch. So they're pretty much liberating the Philippines as well. So this leaves us in a very interesting position. They're making moves fast over here in the Indonesian front while my fleet is over here in Hawaii. So they took back Cebu. Got some interception done here. They did attack my boats. Wow, 59% damage. Ouch. My, how did they get through and attack my carriers when I have all these zeros in the air? I guess they were just, they ignored the, what is it called? They evaded interception, 40% chance. Did they all just evade interception and they were able to hit both these carriers? Looks like I didn't lose any carriers, thankfully, but geez, got 2 down to 40% health. Not great. Got some interceptions in. Yes. They attacked me with the patrol wing. That's funny. Shot down patrol aircraft. So they're also attacking me here. Intercepted. A lot of dogfights went on this last round. We lost a Claude. The Claude, of course, has a strength 7. He's losing his utility as we get further into 1942. And they start getting more advanced units. We're still holding our own, I think. Yeah, we still have a couple of fighters up in the air. But yeah, you can see the strength of a Claude is strength 7. Intercepted a bomber. We're trying to keep our land units fully healed as they advance on the enemy. A lot of collateral damage. We lost another Claude. Damn, okay. Our Claudes are not up to the task. Yeah, so they took out our garrison here. Our other city here. Remember, we had 2 cities. They took them both out. Not great. Of course, they had that huge naval presence here who are able to do the range bombardment. So that's what went down. Blah, blah, blah. Not great stuff. They got a great general for their efforts. Yes. Okay. So at the end of the day, and they gave it to the Dutch. And our poor paratrooper here.
I
have no plans to do anything with them. I'll just keep you here fortified. Alright. Took out a plantation here in Vietnam. Another one here. Not great. That's rubber. Yeah, so I don't want to lose the rubber, because that's a corporation resource. Dye is whatever. Fishing boat. Where is our destroyer when you need it? These guys are such a menace. They're just like going along one tile at a time. I don't know. Okay, so lost the island of Borneo. They're moving on the Philippines. So they did airlift another unit here. So they have a garrison, an artillery, and a GI. So we have 2 Marines here. So they have 3 people here. So normally I would think I'm not able to take the city, but we actually have another transport coming in hot. Dun dun dun. So we are going to be able to take the island of Hilo. So we're going to do just that. Send these guys up here. And actually, I'm going to want to do my landings from right here, so I'm a little bit closer to Pearl Harbor. But I do want to... Okay, so we got a GI here. I do need to hit these guys a little bit more. But I do want to send some dive bombers out on patrols, just to find out where... If the Navy is approaching us. So, I'm going to have this particular dive bomber send you right here. So still no naval presence here. They do have a decent amount of planes, but I don't understand why our Zeros were failing to protect these carriers. I do not like how they're both at 40% health. That really kind of... I don't understand how that happened. I would have liked to see my Zeros be able to stop that, especially since I have 6 of them, fully healthed, with a lot of strength. Anyways, okay. So, yeah, let's do some recon out over here. I think the plan... I would love to be able to land on this island, but we only have 3 transports at the moment. We gotta take out Hilo. I think that's better than just landing on this fort, killing these 2 units. We also have this guy. I'm gonna send you over to Midway. Yep, still nothing really going on here. A lot of GIs, but not much Air Force or Navy. And I think we also have a couple more... No, we do have a couple more. These guys. But what I was looking for, we have a couple more transports somewhere. There is another carrier. Where is our transports? Let me look in here. Transport. So yeah, okay, they're right over here. What island is that? Marcos. I remember we had yeah, I do need to kind of get a destroyer on these on this little stack here, because the fact there's not a destroyer means that we're kind of open for a submarine hitting us. But that's why I'm kind of island hopping from island to island. So I think here we can just come over here to Wake. Yeah, I think we'll come over here to Wake Island next. That's not even that far, man. But I guess the transports don't have a ton of movement. This guy's only have 15, so I can only go so far. Only that far. Right. So my plan, I think, I gotta have obviously my transports end their movement here, because transports end their movement when they offload their cargo. So I'm going to have some naval presence to protect these transports. But I think I do want to start having a lot of my, I don't know. I was thinking I want to split up. Split up my navy to protect, like, to keep some here, keep pressure on the Americans, and maybe attack Pearl Harbor or Wake or Midway, and have like the rest of my carriers come back over here to deal with the British in Indonesia. But now that I'm thinking about that, I don't think I can split up my forces, because I don't think I can leave my carriers, get them out of here. They have way too much naval presence or air force presence here in the Hawaiian Islands. I need to have my Zeros on their guard to help shoot down all these planes. Okay. Man, I would love to just land on these 2 forts and kill these 4 planes. But I think the island of Hilo is more important. Alright. So, with that being said, let's do some... I think I want to keep... So these guys have a range of 10. My Zeros have a range of 16. I think I would like to be able to keep them within range of the transports. I'm talking about my carriers. Keep them within range of the transports, so my Zeros can protect the transports, but they can't hit me with these range 10 planes on Pearl Harbor. So what would that be? We would be talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I was like right here or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I think I might do that. I would obviously still have a bunch of surface ships to protect my transports here. But my carriers would be out of reach over here. So they could not be hitting me with their... They could not be hitting me again. Because I'm kind of scared that I might lose one of these carriers. Because I don't understand how they got through this last turn with all these Zeros. So I'm kind of trying to hedge my bets against that. Okay, so... let's do this. I think my battleships... They got this movement at 18. They have the lowest. Let me see. I'm going to not send the carriers. Okay, sorry. Let me count this one more time. I should have done this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I was like right here or so, let me just say like a few, well. So for the carriers have a movement. Well, he has a movement 25. They all have movement 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can easily get down here. So I was needing to do that because I want to have some carriers come out here so they can extend a little bit further with the recon missions and still be able to make it back there. So let me do that right now. And of course I still want to be able to come down here. Alright, so California is not too far out there, but let's start doing some recon missions. What do we got here? 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll go one more out here. Alright. Here we go. Let's scan for any American fleets. And if I see any boats, I think I'm going to kind of focus on that instead. I'm not seeing any so far, at least not out here. And I have to kind of scout out north as well. Alright. None here. Let me send out this other carrier. Few more. You know, I kind of want to say that's safe. Of course, they could have right here. Let me just do that. I think that's safe. I want to use the rest of my dive bombers and kind of hitting this. I don't think that's strictly necessary, actually. Let me just continue to scan the ocean. All right. So these are the dive bombers with the highest range of 14. These other guys with this range of 8, they're not as good at recon. So we're gonna be coming down here. So there's no flax here. We're going to be able to take out 2 planes here if we take this island. The big island, the island of Hawaii. So let's send the... I don't want to send all of my surface ships to bombard this city. I want to keep some of them around to bombard Pearl Harbor, actually. Because I don't think they're all strictly necessary to take Hilo. That wasn't that much damage. That was like 2.3 health. Do I need to send in some battleships? Possibly. The battleships can bombard city defenses 20%. Is that accurate? I don't know if I've noticed that. 24%. I guess so. I guess so. It's like slightly different. I don't know the way Civilization 4 measures all that, but yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we need to hit these GIs a bit more. Of course, we have our dive bombers. What is one of them going to do? 23.7. That was a lot. Whoa, to 19.5. So we can just have a few dive bombers, soften up the GIs, and probably be able to move on them. 8. Okay, the dive bombers... I think I was thinking the dive bombers don't do a lot of damage against city defenses. But as you can see against units, they're not obviously not dealing collateral damage, but that's still a decent amount of damage. Yeah, let's just keep hitting these guys. We got a few more dive bombers. Obviously, the zeros will be kept on interception mode. So what are we looking at now for our Marines? This guy's a Marine 42. 97. I want to push a little bit more. I don't want to have these guys hurt at all, so I can immediately probably start moving them onto Pearl Harbor. Oh. They're actually maxed out. I can only hit them to half health. And the artillery, I'm not really worried about hitting the half health. So the garrison and the GI are both at half health. So I think 97.1. I think let's go for it. Let's just go for it. So we're a little bit hurt, but not too much. We're about to get another promotion. The garrison, 99.7. Let's do that. Oh, you're a little bit hurt. Ouch. You're more than half. You got like 40% damage. Okay. Last thing. One artillery unit protecting the big island. And then we got to take out a modified B-25 and SPD Doubtless. Let's go for it. And with that, the Japanese Imperial Navy has claimed the island of Hawaii. Alright. Perfect. So. I got one more dive bomber. This Marine was hurt a little bit, so, but not too much. This last guy, I'll try to destroy this fort. No, I kind of want to keep them in the forts. Well, no. Okay, yeah, we failed. I don't mind if they're in the forts because I want to be able to come and destroy the planes if they don't move them, regardless. All right, so all of my carriers, including these two guys, I do not want to forget these two guys. And we are going to be able to come down here where it's safe. And of course, these zeros have a massive range, so. Alrighty. I need to keep some people here. So I think this amount of cruisers are safe. Battleship and destroyer. Tell you what, not the carriers, but I think every other surface ship here, I'm gonna have come and bombard Pearl Harbor. Alright. So it doesn't look like we were able to hurt any of the units, but we did take out their defenses all the way to 0%. Yeah, I don't see any land units take damage. That's okay. We're not about to invade this turn anyway, or even the next turn. So how do I want to split this up? Because I need to have some people going south with the carriers to protect them. I'm going to have this guy. Oh, you have 4 health? I'm in 4. How do you have 4 movement? Did I miss something? Hold on. How do you have... You were here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Wait, no, I don't understand how you have 4 movement. Oh, because you came up from over here. Ah, damn. That's unfortunate. I actually kind of throws my whole... Oh, I should have paid more attention to you. Ouch. I really... Okay, well, this changes things. Yeah, with this one battleship, I am not even... Well, no, I'm just moving this battleship here. Okay. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. Okay, so now here we have 2 battleships. And a number of cruisers. 1 destroyer. Let me throw in another few destroyers. Is this enough? I want to send these guys down with the destroyer in case I come across an American submarine, so I can sink them. So we'll just come on down here. Let me just make sure we're still giving coverage to our boats up here. Yeah, good. So yeah, we should be safe here. Gonna get our zeros. So protecting the island of Hilo and our fleet here. Alrighty. It does feel bad leaving just these people here. Like, this isn't a big fleet. But we did scan for the American Navy. We have seen no indication of it being anywhere. It is more than 22 movement spaces over here to San Francisco or LA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so we're definitely within... I don't know. I think we're safe from the American Navy is what I'm saying. So our fleet can sit here. These guys have a range of 14. And... yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. So the idea is going to be, come down south here. No. Oh, why did we stop movement? Why did we stop movement? Oh, damn. 2 destroyers. I think, okay. Well, let me send the rest of these guys here. I think that should be okay. Maybe I'll have 1 cruiser here just because. But, I mean, after all, this is being protected from the zeros. I don't necessarily expect they're going to be doing recon missions down here. I mean, they might, honestly. I think they're probably going to be more concerned about trying to attack my fleet here. And, of course, we have 6 fully juiced up zeros ready to go. I think only 1 of them has experience, or 2 of them have experienced 1 point of damage. So they're at 93% interception chance. But well, I'll repeat for the third time. I don't understand how they're able to crack past my carriers, not just once but twice. So I'm just worried about that happening again. Okay, interception. And I don't think there's an American fleet nearby that's going to be able to hit these guys. So let's skip your turn. I think I'm happy with how this played out over here in Hawaii. As for what's going to happen next turn, obviously, we are going to be loading up the Marines back into the transport. I think we're gonna have to spend another couple turns healing. I think I'm gonna airlift a guy over here this turn. We have this Marine. You know what? Before I even I think we're good. I don't think I need to airlift someone else over here. I'm gonna go ahead and airlift this Marine. I'll give you gunpowder in combat. Look at that GI go. I'm going to airlift you to Island of Hilo. Alrighty. So now we have 4 Marines over here. We have more transports on the way. Oh, we also have this carrier. How far can you get? You cannot... Ah, we're just out of range. But we have a couple destroyers here. So let's get you as far over here as we can. Alright, you're just a couple of tiles away. I'm going to have a few destroyers detach themselves. Not the cruiser. I think a couple destroyers would be good. I would like at least 1 cruiser, but I don't think the cruisers have enough movement. They all have 4 movement, yeah. They have a bit less than the destroyers. Okay, I think that'll be fine. So we're split up a little bit on 4 different tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think our surroundings are safe. Okay. Yes! The British are making a move on us here. I don't think that's going to be enough to take this city, though. And they're over here taking damage from the jungle. I'm not worried about this force. Unless they come over here with the naval bombardment, which they might. But in the meantime, that's quite okay. I wish there was more hammers here. 13, yeah. I definitely don't want to attack them. 75% defensive rating here. Just going to fortify. Okay. Safe. Wonder if that's worth it to just build culture. Just to pop out the borders a little bit. I think it's worth it. Alright. So yeah, next turn, we're going to load up our transports. Well, we have 2 transports loaded up. I think perhaps next turn, I might come and like land on these forts if they haven't evacuated these planes. At least this fort. Probably not this one. And who knows? I'm leaving myself open here for the following turn. So I can easily swing back north and start bombarding Pearl Harbor and make some more amphibious landings. Or I can continue west with this big fleet here and come intercept the British. So I'm kind of leaving myself open. We'll see what happens in the following turn. Alright, so yeah, we're busy training garrisons here who actually can't do anything. I'm going to have you work the tiles. Alright, yeah, they blew up all our fishing boats. We need to prepare these things. Fishing boat here. We kind of come down here. Yeah, I'll get this fishing spot back. Alright, yeah, let's do some recon here. I've constantly been looking for submarines. I think I've only seen a few, but they still sneak by somehow. Maybe I should be more concerned about over here. They just blew up some fishing boats over here last turn, right? Regardless, we're doing our best. I really should not reassign you away from Tokyo. But I do kind of want to keep you over here. Yeah. I hate how exposed we are over here with us having very minimal garrison presence. And us having no navy. This is really kind of scary. If I think about it, Tokyo is wide open. I don't know if they know that, but I know it. Okay. Destroyer, skip your turn. Paratrooper. Yeah, send you here so we can airlift you somewhere next turn. Merchant ship. I want to come get this whaling boat. Oh, well, this one's going to do that. Boom. You can skip your turn and we can get this fish next turn. Let's come drop you off in Shanghai. Let's come back here. Load up this artillery. We do not want to starve here in Shanghai. No, sir. So let's come get this fish here. So no, we're no longer starving. Good. Dropping off more infantry. More infantry are going to be making their way over here. Someone suggested in a comment that I kind of just beeline more for this Chinese city rather than the others, which, I mean, makes sense because this has the oil. So I think I should be doing that next with this force once they get healed up. Anyways. Yeah, this Shanghai infantry. Coming over here. Railroad connected here, so wow, the railroad is being built all along here. I think I want to... I don't need a railroad here. I need a railroad on this tile and then this tile. But I would come here and end my movement. So, one more thing. This is going to be the city. I already looked at its production value, I think, last turn. It's making the Red Cross. It's actually our second most productive city. So this is going to be the city that we make our synthetic oil plant in when we unlock that technology. So in the so right now we're making the Red Cross and we're going to make garrisons. But when that's all said and done, and we have the technology, I want to have all these tiles have mines and railroads on them to absolutely boost production here if we can. So that means I think I'm also going to pull up a farm here, put a water mill, put a lumber mill here. Let's see. Tell you what, so if we come here, we're going to end our movement. Let me just come here with these guys. Let's finish this mine. Excellent. And make a railroad here. Make a railroad here. Skip your movement. So that means next turn we'll have 3 workers and we can come here and get this railroad done. And then I'll send these 2 guys. Let me cancel this up. That means next turn we're going to be able to get a railroad on these 2 tiles, fully connecting our front line to our production cities, wherever they may be. Okay, let's get this bomber healed. So what the Chinese did with their force, if you guys remember last turn, we actually bombed this force here to hell a bit. And I was kind of expecting them to continue on and come back here to the city of Bayou. They did no such thing. They just opted instead to just sit here and heal, which I thought was interesting. But I mean, because they all have the Guerrilla 2 and City Garrison promotions, so they would be stronger here in that city of Bayou, but they just decided to sit here and heal. Silly AI decisions. This poor Claude. I gotta heal him and not keep him on interception mode. But with all our bombers, I think I need to continue bombing this force here to keep them out of commission, so I can keep hassling them until more reinforcements show up, which can hurt them.
そうですか。整列完了。
All right, so, yeah, so let me do the bomb rounds. As for here, they only have 3 Chinese infantry here. And 2 B-25s.
そうですか。
But we just don't have the manpower yet to take it. I'm assuming my cavalry is not going to be able to take it. Yeah, strength 15 or less.
準備完了。
We would have to take down their defenses and completely bomb them to strength 9. And then maybe I would be able to take it. But they are intercepting us here in the skies above, if you guys remember. So I think with this group, I might actually come and move them onto this hill, this forested hill right here, so we can help take out this force here. Because I think I want to hit this force. Well, I don't know. The point is I'm not taking the city by you this turn. So let me send you guys here. Let's get our bombers doing what they do best. So let's start bombing. Yeah, I think this stack here. I want to hit them. I want to hit them. Oh, but I don't think there's a point to do that because that did no collateral damage. These guys already bombed to hell. I don't know why they didn't do collateral damage. Because not all of them are strength 9. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the mechanics of collateral damage in this game. But you would think it would deal some of them. I think the units that are selected to have collateral damage applied to are chosen at random on the tile. So maybe it just chose the units that were already... Well, to be honest, I don't know why I didn't do it. Anyways, I guess I have to have my other bombers attack here. But I think they're in the skies above. Let me see. Okay, so we were intercepted there. What about with this one? They need to have more fighters intercepting me. Like, they would be able to be a lot more successful if they were intercepting my bombers. Wouldn't they? So, where are my bombers? I've caught a couple over here. Incredible range. Incredible range. I love this bomber unit. It's awesome. Hitting them hard. I'll go ahead and send you two. Only 2%. That's not great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish these guys with land forces. I've already bombed them enough. So we're gonna continue bombing the defenses here. 9%, good. Yeah, I thought I had at least one more bomber here. Alright, so that's pretty much taken out their defenses here. They have 2% left. I might have one more bomber, I'm not certain. Huh, but what do we do with these people? With these guys, we have a medic here. So I want to spend these... They all need healing, so I think with all these guys, I'm just going to have them end their turn. Skip their turn at least. These guys... You know what? I think with these guys... I might have them diverge, because this is going to be enough to hold the city of Chengdu. With the flak and all these people healing. With this group of artillery and infantry, I think I'm going to have to move them southwest here and help take the city of Bayou. I'm kind of expecting we're going to be able to get the synthetic oil plant online faster than we're going to be able to secure this oil. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But we're going pretty fast. So that's why I'm like not super beelining for this. I'm trying to kind of like I said before, this is the last Chinese aggressive force. Other than this stack right here, every single Chinese unit is pretty much playing defensive roles. So if I can take out this role, this stack right here, I can be free to kind of move around at my own leisure in China and go after cities that I want. It's just this is kind of like a wild card that I'm trying to get rid of. So with all that being said, yes, I'm going to move this stack here. They're all pretty well healed. Not completely, but we gotta, even if they're not completely healed, we gotta move. Okay, we have a lot of infantry here as well. Yeah, you gotta heal. We got a garrison here. A lot of infantry. Chinese infantry here as well. Chinese infantry have city defense. I'm gonna keep them on defensive. Cavalry can come here. And all these infantry units. All these infantry units. Well, maybe not all of them. Actually, you know what? Well, they can still come and attack me in Chungking. Maybe all these infantry units, because we have a garrison, and then 2 Chinese infantry and then a Japanese infantry. So if all the, like, that's 4 units that are full health with city to garrison promotions and all that. They could absolutely throw themselves here at Chungking and maybe take the city, but that would pretty much wipe out their force here. So you know what? Let's go for it. Oh. Well, not you. But everyone else, we're just gonna sit right here. We're gonna take the city by you. We're gonna wipe out this force here. All right. You. We're gonna move you on here. And this tank. Yeah. We're gonna hit this stack. We're gonna continue hitting this stack as much as we can. 91. Do I want to push 91 with a tank? Yes. 90%. Let me look at the cavalry units. Let me do the cavalry first. 68. I don't want to push 68. 91. Let's push 91. Okay, that's it for the tanks here. All right. Yeah, not bad. Hold on. Cavalry 70. I'm not going to push 70. Beautiful. I'm going to move you here so they have to cross the river if they want to attack me. Okay, not a bad turn over here either. Yeah, this force has really been whittled down. There's only a handful of units. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really been whittled down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more units. And they're all at strength like 60% or less. My adversaries mentioned they're giving the Chinese all these technologies. So you can see that they have, and I think he also said that he gave the Chinese a loan of 2,000 gold. So he gave them technologies and a bunch of gold. So that's why I'm facing 1943 Chinese infantry who have more strength, as opposed to I guess 1941 Chinese infantry who have strength of 14. So, I mean, my adversaries really are doing their best to help reinforce the AI China, but there's only so much they can do whenever AI is at the control. All right. So I'm expecting next turn this group is going to come here finally into the city of Bayou, and the walls will be closing in. All right. So yeah, let's do the rest of our movements here. So like I mentioned, I do want to get mines on all these tiles. Let me come get a mine here. And we're at the happiness cap. Lumber mill there. All right. Approach it. Yeah, we'd have way too much food for our happiness cap here. Why are we running spies here, not engineers? Or we only have one engineer slot. So yeah, let me put down a workshop here. Take out 3 food and put down 3 hammers. Let's get that coal mine up. Boosted our science by 20 per turn. Come here, finish that railroad. Boom. Okay, another bomber. But we can't reach up here. Ooh. But you, I think I'm content having you kind of do recon missions. Yeah, because I want to keep on doing recon missions over Burma just to see what the British are up to. I still don't understand how they got so many people here. That's insane. It's all these railroads. Okay, so we took out the road here on this ivory tile. Mission accomplished. We're going to back off out of here. I hope my vassal pulls back those infantry. They don't need to be moving up. I kind of wish I was doing another... I was also controlling my vassal. Because they, I mean, they couldn't do much, but they would be able to be put to better use if I was controlling them. They could attack with me and yada yada. They're going to get slaughtered out here. Anyways. Okay, 4 cavalry units. That's right. I'm moving them into position to Bayou. So let's come over here. Kawasaki. Yes, sir. Let's come spread here to Pyongyang. More science. This expands our economy so much every time we do it. Not only do we get +6 commerce, +12 science, but it also adds 4 gold here in Tokyo with the Wall Street National Wonder and all that. Oh, I do have this bomber. So I'm going to want to train another Kawasaki. Anyways, yeah, so I missed out on this bomber. I kind of want to hit these guys. I don't need all these Japanese infantry here. But I don't want to get shot down by that flak who has a 30% interception rate. I don't know. They're not bothering me too much. So let's have you... Yeah, let's take out the defenses completely. Alright, Marine here. Alright, submarines, where are you? You are causing havoc somewhere, wherever you are. Fishing boats got taken out here. Where are they? Can move you back to Okinawa. I don't know where they are. I've not been too good with my own submarine warfare and my anti-submarine warfare. So this big stack is still healing. Yes, we have a medic here. So skip your turn. And this guy, he's been fully healed. Let's send you, yeah, over here to Bayou. I think when I get a railroad in these 2 tiles, I'll then continue and like put a railroad over here. So maybe, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm considering. I don't think this battle for the city of Bayou is going to take too long. Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. Skip your turn. And I'm positioning this force here to kind of make them be a little bit paranoid. About yes, sir. About putting too many forces up here and maybe starting to station more people down here in Rangoon. So let's fortify you. Yeah, remember, we have no destroyer protecting these transports, so I'm being very paranoid about how I utilize these guys. Damn. That's so close. What is that? 4 okay, yeah. We're just going to end our movement here in Wake Island. Alright, shale plant here. Yeah, decent amount of production. I'm glad I made that shale plant. Aircraft factory, aircraft plant, not a bad investment for whenever I eventually get oil. I do want to do something with the happiness. What are the buildings that give happiness? The monument gives happiness. I don't know why I didn't know that until right now. That's definitely something I should have known about before. Okay, let's make that monument. And then maybe I'll make an aircraft plane or something for that. Merchant ship. We're not starving, so I don't need to make another one. I'll make artillery. We are trying to get more food here. That's why I made that supermarket. We're just going to start training infantry. I was thinking, I mean, a library's not bad, but I'd rather have more infantry. We need to get a farm on these tiles. I think I'd rather work that tile. And that tile. Alright, executive. Kawasaki executive, let's go ahead and train another one. Why not? Helps boost our economy so much. Health cap has been reached, but public transportation's way too expensive for only giving maybe 2 health. It's only giving us 1 health. So I'm going to keep on training artillery. Merchant ship, yeah. Yeah. Can train some Marines here. Airlift them in Tokyo. West Point, right, okay, so West Point. +4. Plus we have the barracks. So that's 7 XP, not to mention our civic, which gives +2 XP. So units here, land units at least, start with 9 XP. I'm training cavalry there because whenever I do get a great general, he's going to be a super medic. And he's going to have 2 movement, and he's going to be able to run around healing my army wherever they are. Here, I think we're just going to keep on training workers. Workers are a good investment. Alright. How close are we to our next great general? Okay, we'll probably get it next turn. With the way we've been taking out Chinese infantry. Or the Red Cross. Yeah, but I can't train cavalry units here in Canton. But it does start with the medic promotion. Which obviously leads to medic 2. Which obviously leads to medic 3. Is there anything here I can train with 2 movement? I don't think so. No, sir, there is not. I'm better off just training a single cavalry unit here. Poor use of all the hammers on this city, but whatever. And of course, we're trying to make that carrier, which we need oil for that. So, let's grow a little bit. All right. So Tokyo, is there already a laboratory here? I did not know that. This city starts with a laboratory. Because I was thinking, hey, when I get basic computers, I could make a laboratory in Tokyo, my science city. But there's already a laboratory there. What is our next most... Okay, so you can see there's a big difference between Tokyo and Osaka. Our first and second most science city. Osaka is producing a decent amount. Is there already a laboratory here as well? I don't see it. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I'm probably just... Okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't see it. Oh, no, it is there. I see it in the list. Observatory, laboratory. Okay, so a lot of our cities already have laboratories. So what is the point then of... Okay, whatever. I'm not complaining. Alright. And of course, bumping up to 100% science is way too expensive. I'm keeping it here at 90%. That's more manageable. I tell myself I'm secure here in, with my fleet, although I do admit I do feel a little exposed. Because the American Navy theoretically could swoop in from anywhere. Yes, sir. We did take out two air units here. We're making rounds over here. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn. Are we training a Kawasaki's active? Okay, Mitsubishi right here. Alrighty. I think that's it for this turn. Late October. Hope this turn goes well. Oh, I need to put a quarry here. Wow. A lot of potential for hammers in this city. A lot. Okay. Yeah, we should get that synthetic oil plant up and running in no time. Alright, thank you guys for everyone who has been watching. Late October of 1942. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you stick around for some more. As always, feel free to leave any comments about what I am doing wrong, things that are making you pull your hair out and say, what are you doing? Or ideas about what I should be doing. Like I said, at the moment, kind of leaving myself open here. Next turn, I'm planning on either coming back here and maybe doing a second strike on Pearl Harbor, or continuing back west and riding out to meet the British as they're getting a little bit too cocky over here, and I need to put a stop to that. Okay. That was my turn. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Alright, take care.